Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Yellow waiting. No chance.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run. This is Kamara. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Sammy.
To throw is Brees. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
First down, New Orleans.
Ready.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Working from the gun, it's Brees. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They go back to Murray on first down. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. What's good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, You can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
18. Jumping. Right there. 50.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. That is caught by Cohen. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though, and it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that third down, keeping the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right, that opening drive, keep those chains moving.
At the 39-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, boy.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Get up! 180! 56! I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. Hey, alert!
On third down, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
So we have to remember, this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks. Had an open week, and so it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will get the football at their 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know, they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
That's what I do.
Now Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers. In the last 2 years in Oakland, now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Now this throw caught left side. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Yellow waiting. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Kill.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
And it's third down.
Mike, ready? 5-9. Hey, check. Strong run. Kill.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Shotgun now for Breeze. It's caught, Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Let's go.
Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop.
At the 34-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
18. Let's go.
Now it's Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Right now, I'm just wondering where they turn on offense, Charles. I know we're not in the 4th quarter, but 2nd quarter haven't scored and struggling to move the ball.
I don't think they abandoned the run game totally, but maybe you change up your tempos. Maybe you go a little bit faster, try and catch them back on their heels a little bit to try and accomplish what you want to get done.
49, check 49, check. Alert.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky going to let one fly for... This is caught inside the 15. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from good. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Yellow waiting. You ain't going nowhere.
Breeze now. Flushed out right. Looking here for Smith downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Go. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
Now it's Trubisky. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Open man, Taylor Gabriel. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Trubisky to throw. Going deep this time. He's got it at the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards.
Get up! 180! Mark 47. Watch the slant! Watch the slant! Motion, motion, I got one! Hey, 18. Hey, wahoo! Check, 40.
Again, it's Trubisky. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. As the first half is winding down. And the Bears have taken the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
14, Saints 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Again, it's Cohen. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 76 yards as the Bears push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing now is Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up blowing.
Cook strip, the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He sets to fire deep, and this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Breeze again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Breeze now to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go, go, go.
First down, a run with Cohen. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. This is caught. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 49 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Saints 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Easy. Kill. Check 59, Mike.
Here's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Ready. 58, come on. I'm coming.
Breeze now on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So that'll back them up 5.
Yellow lady. You're good. High 4, ready. Hey, you got 3 down. 6 guy. Check 6 guy. Check the hot read.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
Again, it's Kamara. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They try again with Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Hey, check 31, check 31.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
But not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On first down, Breeze. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now Breeze. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
180! 54 Mike. I'm here all day.
Now Trubisky to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home.
Keep it on me 'cause my